LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
As summer winds down, Major League Soccer closes out the final weekend of the season with a good one in Minneapolis as Minnesota United prepare for the visit of Western Conference rivals LA Galaxy. Hello, listener. Great to have you along once again right here on Galaxy Radio. I'm Christian Miles. And the Galaxy trying to pick up their heads after a disappointing 1-1 home draw against the Houston Dynamo, a match that Greg Vanney, the head coach of the Galaxy, characterized as a huge missed opportunity, a match that we should have taken 3 points out of. He tipped his hat to the Houston Dynamo, saying the Texans played pretty well. It suited them nicely as they got that first goal. They were difficult to break down. We lacked intensity. The first half, we were pretty easy to play against. We didn't have much penetration and overall just negative soccer. However, they did bounce back with a much better second half. They got forward. Things were a little chaotic. They did lose their shape, but they did get that go-ahead equalizer that brought them on level terms thanks to Chicharito Hernandez, who was set up beautifully on a cross from Dejan Joveljic, who came on as a halftime sub. So the Galaxy coming into this one find themselves on 38 points, fourth in the Western Conference right now, and coming into today, find themselves adrift of the Colorado Rapids and, of course, well adrift of Sporting Kansas City at the top of the Western Conference table right now. 11 wins, 8 defeats, and 5 draws, but the Galaxy currently, they've been a bit of hit and miss, still trying to find that consistency. A winless run of 5 games is their longest throughout the entire campaign here in 2021. So Greg Vanney has said to his charges, we've got to get better, we've got to get forward, but we need to discover more urgency. That is going to be imperative tonight against a Minnesota United team that is chomping at the bit after having the better run of play against the Galaxy last month here in Minnesota. However, ended up on the end of a 1-0 defeat after LA Galaxy goalkeeper Jonathan Klinsmann stood on his head en route to a clean sheet and 7 huge saves. As a side note, we will see Jonathan Klinsmann once again. He will get set to make his 3rd start after featuring Wednesday night. Now just his 3rd MLS appearance. He is emerging as a competitor of sorts for that number 1 spot against the Englishman Jonathan Bond. So watch this spot. The Galaxy set to rotate their team as well as they look to keep legs fresh. Remember, this is the 3rd game in the space of 8 days, and with 10 big games remaining from now until the end of the season, squad rotation is indeed a policy that head coach Greg Vanney has embraced, because this tough schedule is really hit and miss for them. 2 weeks off after the international break, then 2 to 3 games a week, and not much time to train. They haven't worked together much, but fortunately, on the side note of that, it's a team that's nearly at full fitness, only missing out, of course, on Derek Williams, who will not feature for the 2nd consecutive game. All right, we've just scratched the surface. When we return, we'll take a closer look at Minnesota United, how their season is going. Plus, a little bit later, we'll have the Modelo starting lineups. It's L.A. away to Minnesota tonight on Galaxy Radio.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Don't let the thrill stop when the game ends. Your official LA Galaxy after party is at SoCal's most thrilling casino, San Manuel. Join us for a chance to win a share of millions in prizes all September long, including a 2021 Lexus LC convertible and up to $100,000 in cash every Thursday at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and 9 p.m. Earn entries using your Club Serrano card each time you play, and you could be one of our weekly grand prize winners. Fall into September with a big win and thrilling jackpots. Only at San Manuel Casino. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
And welcome back. We're just about 16 minutes away from kickoff in Minneapolis as the LA Galaxy are away to Minnesota United. Match day 25 for Los Angeles, match day 24 for MUFC. They call them the Loons in these parts. However, there hasn't been much to cheer about for Minnesota United off the back of 2 consecutive defeats. Wednesday, they were spanked in Kansas City by Sporting by 4-0, and that came after a disappointing 1-0 loss to Seattle last Saturday. All in all, it's a team that has taken victory on 8 occasions, along with 8 defeats and 7 draws. But after that loss against Sporting Kansas City, Minnesota head coach Adrian Heath said he was so disappointed with his team. He didn't have much positive to say, said our decision-making was very poor. We had the opportunities, but unfortunately, we did not take them. And that's kind of been the story of the season for this Minnesota United FC team. They haven't been able to take their chances. They have the 3rd worst attacking record in the entire league right now, scoring just 24 times in their first 23 games. And recently, it hasn't been good as well, as they failed to find the back of the net in their last 2 matches, a run that has gone on for now 197 minutes. To give you a better idea of that, they haven't scored in nearly 3.5 hours of soccer. So indeed, there is plenty of room for improvement. However, on the bright side, the Loons are getting back to full fitness, and they do have a good, resilient defensive record that has only seen them concede on 29 occasions, and that is good for 9th best in Major League Soccer, and they've recorded 7 shutouts. You may remember the face of Tyler Miller. He used to feature across town for rivals LAFC. Well, he is the number 1 in goal, and he's been absolutely crucial to their survival this season as they look to battle in and get themselves back amongst the playoff reckoning. He has recorded all 7 of those shutouts, which is good enough, of course, to equal 2nd best in MLS. So we shall see. But all in all, they know they are chasing the Galaxy right now in the Western Conference standings. Currently, it's Minnesota United finding themselves 4 places as well, as a space of 7 points below Los Angeles. They are on the outside looking in, 2 points adrift of LAFC. And if things go according to plan, they could find themselves back amongst the top 7. One of the good news, however, for them is they do have a game in hand on all of the opposition above them, with the exception of the top 3 of Sporting Kansas City, Seattle, and Colorado, who look virtually uncatchable presently at this moment. So that will keep you up to date here for Minnesota United FC, trying to snap a run that has seen them win just 1 time in the last 6 games. It's a team that likes to play with a double pivot with 4 at the back, and their striker tonight will be Robin Ludd, coming in for Fernando Adi. He's been their top goal scorer this season with 6. They'll need him to be on target and try and profit from the creativity of Emmanuel Reynoso, the Argentine, coming back after not featuring on Wednesday, and he will be that creative inspiration in that number 10 position. All right, it's time for another break. When we return, we break it all down with the starting lineups. We'll have the Modelo first 11 coming up next. LA away to Minnesota here on Galaxy Radio.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Don't let the thrill stop when the game ends. Your official LA Galaxy after party is at SoCal's most thrilling casino, San Manuel. Join us for a chance to win a share of millions in prizes all September long, including a 2021 Lexus LC convertible and up to $100,000 in cash every Thursday at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and 9 p.m. Earn entries using your club's Serrano card each time you play, and you could be one of our weekly grand prize winners. Fall into September with a big win and thrilling jackpots. Only at San Manuel Casino. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
And welcome back. We're just about 9 minutes away from kickoff. Is 4th place in the Western Conference, paying a visit to the team in the 8th position. It is LA against Minnesota United FC, the second and final meeting between these two. You may remember LA keeping their good run going against Minnesota with that 1-0 win away to the Loons back on August 14th, and that extended an unbeaten run to Minnesota all the way to 8 games, including the playoffs. Minnesota have never beaten Los Angeles. They have, however, managed to take 2 draws, but indeed, this is a monkey they are looking to get off their back. Time now to take a look at our starting 11, brought to you by Modelo, setting the gold standards for authentic Mexican beer since 1925. Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. And the Los Angeles Galaxy getting set to make 4 big changes to the team that drew against the Dynamo in Carson on Wednesday night. Sasha Kleshkin, Sebastian Lletget, Kevin Cabral, and Dejan Joveljic are set to be included into the first 4 as part of those 4 changes. Jonathan Dos Santos, Efrain Alvarez, Victor Vasquez, as well as Chicharito Hernandez will start on the bench this evening. The first time this season that Chicharito Hernandez has not started a match in which he has been available for selection. But indeed, Joveljic's selection very much justified after playing a big role, supplying that assist for Chicharito on Wednesday night. You may remember, too, he set up that big goal, the winner for Kevin Cabral, the last time these two met last month. So that's the first 11 here for L.A. Let's take a look at the way it sets up for Minnesota United, and it's going to be Adrian Heath making 3 changes from the team that was spanked by Sporting Kansas City. Chase Gasper comes in on the left-hand side of a back 4 in place of DJ Taylor. Ozzie Alonso, the former Seattle Sounder, taking his spot as the number 6, just in front of that back four, and Robert Lod, the Finnish international, who was part of Finland's Euro 2020 team, taking his spot up top to displace Fernando Adi, a team that is desperate to score some goals and has come very much in short supply. All right, time for us to take a quick break. When we return, we get down to business. We'll have the first half kickoff. It's L.A. away to Minnesota tonight on Galaxy Radio.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Don't let the thrill stop when the game ends. Your official LA Galaxy after party is at SoCal's most thrilling casino, San Manuel. Join us for a chance to win a share of millions in prizes all September long, including a 2021 Lexus LC convertible and up to $100,000 in cash every Thursday at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and 9 p.m. Earn entries using your Club Serrano card each time you play, and you could be one of our weekly grand prize winners. Fall into September with a big win and thrilling jackpots. Only at San Manuel Casino. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
And welcome back, listeners. We're getting set for kickoff here, about 4 minutes away from getting things underway in Minnesota, as Minnesota United will be at home tonight to LA Galaxy. Great to have you along as we get into that final third of the campaign. Just 10 games left in the Major League Soccer season for the Los Angeles Galaxy, and they find themselves trying to get out of that 4th position. Happy with the 4th position, however, do want to improve upon the fact they are chasing Colorado, Seattle, and Kansas City 5 points adrift of the Rapids and have played one more game, so that puts a little bit of extra pressure here on Los Angeles to kind of snap out of the funk and get a victory. Something they haven't done in the last 5 games, something they haven't done since they last visited Minneapolis back on August 14th when they recorded that 1-0 win. And it's a run of form that's kind of been inauspicious for L.A., a team that's, 11 wins, 8 defeats, and 5 draws in the campaign. But that victory really hasn't seen them pick things up. In fact, it's been a bit of a summer slowdown in their last 9. Just 3 victories, a couple of defeats, and 4 draws, taking 10 points from 27 on offer since the turn of August. Chicharito Hernandez, his return to full fitness will certainly lift the spirits, but now they're looking to get some goals out of their designated player. They won't be getting him in the first half probably, as he starts on the bench after scoring the equalizer at home to Houston on Wednesday night in that 1-1 draw. That was the third consecutive draw for Los Angeles, who said they need to start better. They need more urgency from the beginning. It's a team that did concede some goals the last time out. In fact, it's a defensive record that comes in having conceded 37 times. That's 7th most allowed in the entire league right now. Only Nashville, DC, RSL, NYC, and New England have done better. Defensively, though, 6th most allowed. Only Chicago, FC Dallas, and a number of others have allowed more goals. Attacking, it's just the same story. It's 37-37, and what that tells you is they're letting in too many goals. They want to right the ship. So just to keep you apprised of the first team news, if you're just joining us, a big night for the Galaxy when they ring in the changes. In fact, 4 from the team that drew against the Houston Dynamo on Wednesday. Jonathan Klinsmann will keep his spot. It will be Sega Koulibaly alongside Daniel Steres, Nico Hamalainen, and an unchanged back 5 with Raveloson as the number 6. Sasha Kleshchin comes into the first team along with Seba Leggett, as well as Dejan Jovalic and Kevin Cabral in a 4-3-3 setup tonight here for Greg Vanney. On the other side of the coin, it's a usual setup for Adrian Heath, who likes to play with a double pivot, 2 number 6s. It'll be Tyler Miller in goal with Roman Metanea, Ryan Raveloson's international teammate at right fullback. Those two playing with Madagascar in the recent World Cup qualifiers. Michael Boxall, the New Zealander, in the center of defense, along with Bakaye Dibasi, the Frenchman, in central defense. Chase Gasper at left back with Alonso and Trapp in the middle. Ethan Finley wide on the right. Franco Fragapane, their entertaining, energetic Argentine, wide on the left, with Emmanuel Reynoso in the hole just behind the Finn striker, Robin Ludd. Referee tonight is Jair Marufo. He'll be assisted by Eric Boria and Brian Dunn. The 4th official is Rami Tushan. And up in the booth will be Hilario Grajeda. We are underway, and it will be Minnesota United. If you do have a screen in front of you, going from left to right in their home baby blues, and it's a foul right off the bat. And Julian Araujo just bringing down Fragapane, and a free kick just outside the arc in front of the Galaxy penalty area. An inauspicious foul to start this game for the young fullback Araujo, now just 20 years of age. He's had a standout campaign, but just a little bit late on his challenges. It bounced fortuitously for Fragapane and was able to get goal side of the Galaxy defender. So they will start in some peril, and dead balls are really a situation that this Minnesota United team fancies themselves. They've only scored once from free kick, but they utilize their tall timber from the back and those big central defenders able to latch onto those. A team that's very good in the air and big and strong. So it will be Emmanuel Reynoso straight into the Galaxy wall. He volleys one right back, and it's the first touch of the game for Galaxy goalkeeper Jonathan Klinsmann. Reynoso reintroduced to the starting 11 after sitting out with injury on Wednesday night away to Sporting Kansas City. That's seeing them lose for the 8th time. Back-to-back defeats for this Minnesota United team after losing away to Seattle last Saturday. So Ozzy Alonso brings it up just past the halfway line. It'll be Boxall and Dibasi, that central defensive partnership. And he'll send it forward, Boxall, to Reynoso. He is full of flicks and tricks, the 25-year-old from Argentina, but just gives it away this time. And Samuel Grancier operating wide on the right-hand side of the Galaxy midfield, only too happy to oblige. Here's Julian Araujo, supported by the French winger Samuel Grancier. Scored the equalizer last Saturday away to the Colorado Rapids in that 1-1 draw in Commerce City. Here's Nico Hamalainen playing it wide to the left-hand side of the Galaxy, setting up camp inside the Minnesota half. Sebastian Leggett operating centrally here. They've broken the lines really well. It's come out wide. Where Samuel Grancier has floated over to this left-hand side. They reverse course, go right back to Raveloson. He slips around one, and it goes wide for Araujo, who's joining at right fullback. He fires one in, and Minnesota survived the scare. Well cleared out. The Galaxy probing. A little methodical on the approach, and once again it's Reynoso. He's bundled over by big Sega Koulibaly. Sega, the 25-year-old, of course, joined in June from Ligue 2 side Nancy in France. So it'll go back to Boxall with Minnesota in possession here. Just 3 minutes in. Great to have you along. 4th away to 8th. 4 places and 7 points separating these two. Is a long searching ball from Minnesota, headed away by Hamalainen, and it drops nicely here for Robin Ludd. He sets it up, and it's Reynoso who buries one. 3.5 minutes in, it's the absolutely sensational Emmanuel Reynoso taking advantage, and that is exactly what the Loons wanted. 1-0 in Minneapolis. What a hit. It was the second ball that fell out, and the Galaxy lacking that energy and that intensity to win that ball and win their 50-50s. The second ball falls nicely to Emmanuel Reynoso, who grabs his 3rd of the campaign. Hamalainen's header falls straight back to Reynoso with no pressure on the ball. Nicely laid off by Ludd, and that late run arriving in support. Reynoso belts it, puts it right past where Jonathan Klinsmann can't get to it. That bottom corner, no chance for the keeper, and just like that, it's the dream start that Minnesota United wanted, ending a winless or a goalless run of 200 minutes. Their first goal in 3 games. On a lovely layoff from Ludd, who grabs his 5th assist of the season. So once again, the Galaxy, for the second time in 4 days, will have to claw their way back if they want to take something positive. The 3rd consecutive game in which the opposition has scored first. Colorado did it in the second half from Michael Barrios, only to see Samuel Gracier get the equalizer 10 minutes from full time. And then Chicharito, of course, with the reply in the second half after Houston went ahead 13 minutes after the kickoff in the first half in Carson. Both of those affairs ending in 1-1 draws. So Minnesota bossing it and feeling pretty confident right now. They allow that first goal. They've won 6 of their previous 8 games in which they've done so. So here's Ozzie Alonso wearing the captain's armband and operating as that number 6 alongside Will Trapp. They play it out, and it will be the Minnesota United throw on that far left-hand side. A good touch that time from Fragapane. He slips around Koulibaly, but nicely defended. Good coverage provided by Daniel Steres, who gets the start now once again. 3rd consecutive start for Daniel Steres. Come on in relief of Derek Williams, and it's opened up now for Kevin Cabral. He'll switch the point of attack for his countryman Samuel Gracier. Floated over to the right-hand side. Here's Julian Araujo's overlap. Takes a deflection out, and it will be a throw. So a positive reply from Los Angeles after having their cage rattled. 3 minutes and 11 seconds in. Not the start that Greg Vanney wanted. He stressed it was so important to have a strong beginning, to begin with intensity and urgency, something that they really lacked. And in fact, to be quite honest with you, it was almost borderline cavalier on Wednesday night in the first 45 minutes. They did rectify matters with a better performance in half number 2. It left a lot to be desired from the outset. So it will be the first corner of the night, and it will fall to Los Angeles. Far side, Sebastian Lletget on the outswinger, the head down from Steres. Big defender, knocked it down ever so well. Here's Sasha Kleshtin, who gives it away now, and looking to break is Minnesota. The Loons wide on the right-hand side as Ludd gives chase, but it's Hamalainen, his countryman, who has the angle. Those two, of course, Finland teammates at the recent Euros earlier this summer. Hamalainen with dual citizenship as he was born in West Palm Beach, Florida. Long searching ball, the goalkeeper, they sent him out, and it was a little touch and go there for Tyler Miller, but the former LAFC man able to cover up. Tyler Miller allowing 19 goals this season. Searching for clean sheet number 8. It was just a defensive mix-up that time with Dibasi. So no harm done. Galaxy will take over possession here. What a start to this one. Minnesota have come out with purpose. They come out with poise. They look strong, composed, good in possession as they work it wide to the right-hand side. Roman Metanire searching ball, trying to pick out Robin Ludd inside the Galaxy penalty area, and that will force Hamalainen to slide in and make the clearance. It will be a throw-in for the Loons. Here's Reynoso, the goal scorer. And Metanire's cross comes out, and it will be a corner kick for Minnesota. So Hamalainen featuring once again at left fullback, preferred to Jorge Villafana. Minnesota team that finished 4th in the Western Conference in that truncated 2020 campaign, taking 34 points from their 21 games. Near side for Reynoso, plays one in, well defended by Los Angeles. Minnesota have scored 5 times from corners this year, so that's kind of their bread and butter. But now the Galaxy looking to counterattack, which has been one of their stronger attributes this season. And the Galaxy fouled, and they'll get possession back. So it'll be Ozzy Alonso, the guilty party. The Galaxy restart here just 10 minutes in, down a 0-0 on a 4th-minute strike from Emmanuel Reynoso, the former Boca Juniors man. Here's Sega Coulibaly, and the LA Galaxy looking to mount some sort of charge, something of consequence. And back it will go for Dibasi. Pretty decent home record so far this season for Minnesota United. Kind of middle of the pack, so to speak. Just 6 wins from 11 games. 3 losses and a couple of draws. Like LA, just trying to find that consistency. They'll spray it out wide to this right-hand side. Metanire did really well to keep it in, but straight to the feet of LA's Kevin Cabral. Possession all too short-lived for Los Angeles' liking. So Ozzy Alonso mopping up and controlling possession in the center of the park. Boxall now will play it for Bakaye Dibasi. Wide now for Chase Gasper, the former UCLA Bruin, who was just awarded a new 4-year contract extension that will keep him in Minneapolis until 2026. His head coach Adrian Heath, quote, calling him terrific, unquote. Tremendously consistent. Hey, soccer fans, the Galaxy stretch run plan is now available for all fans. Be here to witness all the biggest matches as your Galaxy look to claim more home field advantage for the Audi 2021 MLS Cup playoffs. The stretch run includes special rates for remaining regular season games. For more information, email ticketplans at lagalaxy.com or visit lagalaxy.com/tickets today. 12th minute, and Ryan Raveloson wheeling around, trying to set it into the path for Kevin Cabral, but those two not on the same page, not on the same wavelength as it goes behind. Cabral was making the inverted run from outside in, and Greg Vanney visibly demonstrable, remonstrating on that Galaxy sideline as he does quite frequently. That is his style. He's a screamer. Getting caught on the left-hand side was Chase Gasper, who will have his hands full tonight with the live wire that is Sammy Grandserre. He now makes his 20th start to the campaign. Started on Wednesday after beginning on the bench in the previous 3 games. Here's Boxall under some high pressure from Los Angeles, trying to make things a little awkward, distributing out of their own half for Minnesota. And down goes Reynoso. Question second best on that tackle. Free kick for the Loons, despite the protests of the Galaxy captain. Wide to the left-hand side where Gasper has made that run, but too strong. Sasha Kleshchin, of course, appearing in his 302nd Major League Soccer match. Compared to his 300th last Saturday away to the Colorado Rapids. What a valuable addition he has been. Second year with LA after runs with Orlando, the New York Red Bulls, and starting his career with Chivas USA. Had a nice little stint over in Belgium. So Revelison now locating Sebastian Lletget. One of those 4 changes tonight from the team that drew against Houston on Wednesday. Cabral likewise dropping into his own half. Higher pressure applied by Minnesota United's Ethan Finley. Back to the feet of Klinsmann, who's very comfortable with the ball at his feet. Switches course inside of his own 6-yard box while under pressure. This one of 8 games in Major League Soccer. Will keep you apprised of all the other scores coming up at halftime here on Galaxy Radio. Meanwhile, it's Hämäläinen with a nice little run forward. We saw a lot of that in the first half on Wednesday before the Galaxy went with a 2-striker setup in the second half. Here's Hämäläinen. Speculative ball blocked by Boxall, and it falls now for Minnesota. And Reynoso trying to hit this long diagonal for Lud, with Julian Araujo underneath it for LA. Araujo now, of course, nearly ever present. He started 24 of the 25 games, missed out on the first match against Miami as he was carrying a suspension over from the 2020 season. Here is Lletget, near side for Kevin Cabral. With the bit between his teeth and running at defenders, trying to corkscrew Metanea. And he's closed down by another defender who gang up on the Galaxy winger. Good tackle that time from Steres, who stepped forward from his central defensive position. And it's the Galaxy who can't win it. And Jair Marufo running a lot of the contact go tonight. It has a physical edge to it. Metanea down this right-hand side, and they go into the Galaxy half. Metanea doesn't keep up his run, and a look from Franco Fragapane says, why not? Fragapane tried to play on the return. Metanea recently back from international duty with Madagascar. Been one of the better right backs in Major League Soccer throughout his MLS career. Able to run those lines, get some chalk on those boots, that's for sure. Here's Kevin Cabral now for Ryan Revelison. Metanea's countryman switches out wide. Julian Araujo inside the Minnesota half, striding forward. Joveljic calling for it. Grancier trying to get there and does on the overlap. Well done from the Frenchman. Question now at the top of the penalty area. Revelison thinks about it, calls his own number before it's blocked that time by Will Trapp. The American just flinging himself at it. Helped on for Hämäläinen. Revelison. Galaxy looking to pick the defensive lock once again. This time Kleshchi with his head up. And a diagonal run, that time from Joveljic. Couldn't bring it down. Kleshchi heads it into the path of Julian Araujo. Good support from the former New York Red Bulls. Shows a bit too much of it in space. A high-priced commodity right now, and Minnesota looking to break. It's Reynoso into the Galaxy half, plays it out wide to this left-hand side. Fragapane now for Reynoso. Near side for Metanea, who chimes in, and his cross is blocked by Hämäläinen, and it will come out for a Minnesota United throw-in. Quickly taken. Trying to wheel it around. Here's the captain, Ozzy Alonso, 35 years of age. He's found quite a home now in his 3rd season with Minnesota United after the 10-year run with Seattle. Lud leaves it wide to this left-hand side. Referee spotting that foul will call it back. Free kick for LA. Galaxy fans, catch the biggest match of the year as your Galaxy take on LAFC with a special celebration for LA Galaxy and USA men's national team legend Landon Donovan. You can be here at Dignity Health Sports Park to witness this once-in-a-lifetime moment in soccer history. Coming up on Sunday, October 3rd at 5 p.m. All you have to do is visit lagalaxy.com/tickets to secure your seats today. Galaxy trailing 1-0, 18 minutes in. Happy to have you along on Galaxy Radio. I'm Christian Miles. Minnesota with a 4th-minute strike from who else but Emmanuel Reynoso. Set up lovely, brilliantly played by Robin Lud. So the Galaxy chipping away, and have had a pretty good response, but really yet to carve out any clear-cut chances. And Minnesota will take over possession once again. Such an important game for the Galaxy. They find themselves chasing Colorado by 5 points, having played one more game than the Rapids. So a little extra pressure. They felt they let one slip through their fingers on Wednesday night. They don't want to repeat that again. But they've started in similar fashion. It's been better the last 10 minutes, though. And Steris plays it wide. This is Kevin Cabral sizing it up inside the Minnesota half, and he'll be supported very well by Steris, former San Diego State Aztec. Wide to the right-hand side for Los Angeles' talented speedy winger Samuel Grancier. This is Julian Araujo for Ryan Ravelosin. Cabral's drifted centrally, space for him between the lines. He just has it poked away rather easily by Boxall. Ravelosin fighting and dueling with Alonso, and it's Minnesota that come away with it. They've won their individual duels tonight. And they'll set it up wide on the left as Ludd gives chase. Closed down by Koulibaly. Here's Gasper now, helping it on for Fragapane. Reynoso has one goal, puts it back on his left, sizes it up, and what a hit! Spectacular from the Argentine, who grabs the brace. 20 minutes in, Minnesota have their second. It's the Loons 2, LA 0. What a strike. He is back with a vengeance. Emmanuel Reynoso, who played no part on Wednesday night, doubles up for Minnesota United. Outstanding on some sloppy play from LA, victimized on the counterattack, and another long-distance hit from the energetic talisman Emmanuel Reynoso, who's not closed down by Leggett, and he picks out that top corner. Jonathan Klinsmann at full stretch, sees it late, got a fingertip to it, but couldn't stop it. What a strike from Reynoso, and what a beginning here for Minnesota United. So the double from Reynoso, just an incredible piece of technique and skill. He is outstanding, and he is back. They're going to need him because the Argentine designated player, more times than not, is their biggest source of creative inspiration. But he's on the goal-scoring end tonight. Goals 16 minutes apart now. The Galaxy seeing a little bit of a molehill turn into a mountain of sorts. Down 2-0, looking for a swift reply. And that speculative ball at the top of the box easily cut out. And here comes MNUFC on the counterattack, but just left a little too high. Tough for them to get a hold of that one, so it's taken over by Julian Araujo. Not the start that LA envisioned, and Greg Vanny will be incensed. The sole modus operandi, the sole goal was to start with more intensity, be better, show some urgency, but we haven't seen it tonight. They have been good, Galaxy. Last 15 minutes or so in possession, but not a lot of chances to show for that. Most of it in the middle third. Here's Sebastian Leggett. Midway through the first half, Grancier operating on the left-hand side of center, runs that channel, pulls it across, and it's plucked out of the air easily on the cross by Minnesota goalkeeper Tyler Miller, who calls for calm. So Minnesota will start it right back over in possession where they've been so comfortable tonight. Finley leads it back. This is Romain Martinez, the 31-year-old fullback, supported by Michael Boxall. He plays football for the Vancouver Whitecaps. Swapped that for New Zealand for a while and then came back and has really featured prominently since Minnesota entered Major League Soccer back in 2017. Galaxy just looking for that one player to take the game on. No service tonight for Joveljic, who's really been a non-factor. Conspicuously absent is the way you can characterize the Serbian striker's night, but through no fault of his own. Here's Grancier taking the onus on his shoulders. Here's Joveljic right on cue, and he's bundled over inside the penalty area. No call from the referee, and Minnesota get it back. It was an adventurous run there from the 22-year-old Serbian striker, Joveljic. And now the Galaxy have left some holes at the back, and once again it's Fragapane striding forward. Too heavy that time on the left-hand side for Robin Lod. He likes to drift out into wider roles. Lod starting as the center forward tonight, but not a natural out-and-out striker. But part of a versatile front line. We've seen Fernando Adi added to the team last month. He indeed got the start on Wednesday night in Sporting Kansas City and their 4-0 win. One of the biggest losses of the season for Minnesota United, but they've really shown brightly here just days later. Not the second time that Minnesota had been beaten by 4 goals to 0. They lost to Seattle by that same margin on opening day, and Sasha Kljestan tries to poke one through. Didn't quite come off as envisioned. And Emmanuel Reynoso. 4 goals this season, 2 of which have come 60 minutes apart tonight. Fragapane picking up the assist, who will grab his 4th helper of the campaign. It's been a solid, impressive team effort. Galaxy now on the throw-in. Still plenty of time to ply their way back into this one, but something has to change. Just haven't had that cutting edge, despite those good moments in the middle third. Here's Daniel Steres locating Ravelicin. The Malagasy finds Sasha Kljestan on that right-hand side. There's Kevin Cabral, who switched flanks with Grand-Cyr for the time being. Back to Ravelicin, about 30 yards away from goal. Pings the diagonal for Grand-Cyr with an expert first touch. Just on the edge of the Minnesota penalty area. Tries to pull it back under the challenge of Matenaer. He wasn't having any of that. Grand-Cyr gets it back, fires off the cross. Ozzy Alonso there to head it to safety. Well played, and it's Ravelicin who picks up that second ball. It's a nice block from Alonso once again. Proving his multifaceted abilities, ever the destroyer as he is the distributor. Ozzy Alonso, we've seen it throughout his impressive long Major League Soccer career. So Kljestan now takes over. And looking for the extra bit of quality in front of goal. Ravelicin plays it forward, down goes Leggett. Cabral keeps possession, but it bounces high off his chest, and Minnesota control. Leggett still down under that challenge. I mentioned the physical edge this game has. Leggett still down, and so Grand-Cyr will play it out to lead the medical staff to 10 to Ryan Ravelicin, rather. So it's Ravelicin down. Kljestan having a conversation with Reynoso as Ravelicin hits the floor. 24-year-old Malagasy international. A breath of fresh air. He scored 5 times in his previous 13 appearances. And it was Ozzy Alonso coming in high with his boots and just caught the ankle. How he escaped a booking is beyond my comprehension, folks. We saw it at the end of the first half and a foul against Javier Chicharito Hernandez. And anybody that's played this game just knows how tough those challenges are when you take those studs just below the shin pad and the top of the boot. So it'll be Ravelicin getting his treatment. Hopefully he'll be able to play on. Galaxy are coming back to full fitness, only missing out on defender Derek Williams, who picked up a slight groin strain against the Colorado Rapids last Saturday. So it gives Greg Vanney time for a little last-minute instruction for Julian Araujo, who he's called over to the sideline. Sasha Kljestan, incredulous, didn't take too kindly to the challenge on his teammate. And despite the appeals, still no caution given. Soccer fans, the Galaxy is excited to announce season tickets for the 2022 MLS season. They are now on sale. You can learn all about what it means to be part of the Galaxy community by joining as an LA Galaxy season ticket member. Call 1-877-3-GALAXY. That's 342-5299. Or visit lagalaxy.com/since96 today. Galaxy with 55% possession, but nothing to show for it. Haven't had a shot on target in the first 28 minutes, and that will suit Adrian Heath just fine. Minnesota, you mentioned, tough team to break down. One of the better defending teams in Major League Soccer. They've only conceded on 29 occasions in their first 23 games. A defensive record that is tied for 9th best in MLS. So back we go. Play is resumed, and Jonathan Klinsmann gives it a ride, but sends it straight to Michael Boxall. And Minnesota only too happy to take over once again. They've had more purpose to their possession, you could say, than Los Angeles. Will Trapp, the 28-year-old USA international, part of that double pivot in the center of midfield, along with Ozzy Alonso. A lot of steel there, a lot of bite from those two. And good to see Raveloson come right back on. So numerical parity restored, 11v11. Here's Bakaye Dibasi, who switches the point of attack. Sublime touch that time from Metzner, who's got the support of Reynoso, who's heading for the hat trick. Returns the ball from Metzner, who plays it back. Reynoso right on the edge of the box, leaves it, and it's fired high that time by Trapp, who just leaned back. At the top of the box, the Galaxy vulnerable once again now. Slow to close down, and Minnesota has exploited that space between the lines so well. Both goals coming from similar areas. Metzner did so well to keep it in. It was a brilliant first touch from Reynoso, but that one ultimately set well high of Klinsmann's goal, despite being beaten twice today. Really no fault in either goal for the Galaxy goalkeeper, now in his 3rd start, 2nd consecutive this week. Klinsmann only had to make one save on Wednesday night against the Houston Dynamo. Houston, the 2nd best in a lot of departments. Dangerous, physical. That 13th minute strike from Fafa Picault on a defensive breakdown. Galaxy can't afford to have those kind of let-ups, and it's cost them dearly early on here, but this is better from Sasha Kljestan. Sets it into the path now for Kevin Cabral, who scored here last month. He's earned himself another corner for LA. Intended to, as Michael Boxall would come all the way over. No corner awarded. It will be a goal kick. Minnesota very efficient today, converting on both of their opportunities on target. Just the corner apiece for both of these two as we go past the half-hour mark. At the Allianz, a beautiful facility in Minneapolis, and it's set up nicely now for Sasha Kljestan. Beautiful touch from Leggett, but intervening for Minnesota was Dibasi. Done by the French defender, forming that partnership back there with Michael Boxall. Galaxy on the back foot. They fire one straight in, and it's Steris who controls. Dropping deeper now is Sebastian Leggett. Used in central midfield this evening. He's a good utility man. He's provided so much help controlling possession. Cabral for Sasha Kljestan. 35 years of age, Sasha, making 36, celebrating his 36th birthday on Thursday. Cabral sends one out, and that's kind of indicative of the way it's gone. French winger had some promising moments, put himself in good position. The jigsaw puzzle going to pieces in the box. 2 goals to nil. Minnesota finding themselves up. Goals in the 4th and 20th minutes by Emmanuel Reynoso. Rested and raring to go. So the Galaxy going to get it going here. Here's Sasha Kljestan at midfield. Supported well by Raveloson, but gives it away, and he's sneaking in. And is the clever Reynoso. He goes to ground, leaves it wide for Fragapane. Here's Will Trapp, who's broken the lines. It's Will Trapp. And courageously, it was Raveloson flinging himself at it to block that attempt. And the Galaxy will send it to safety on the opposite side, where it will be a throw-in just inside their half for Minnesota. Hey, sports fans, LA Galaxy are proud to welcome you back to Dignity Health Sports Park with full capacity games for the rest of the 2021 campaign. All fans can now purchase single game tickets. You can be here for all the exciting matchups and upcoming game promotions, including Star Wars Night this Friday, by securing single game tickets for friends and family. For more information, email ticketplans@lagalaxy.com or just visit lagalaxy.com/tickets today. Get into the late stages of half number one. Galaxy will be pleased with their responses, but defensively caught napping once again, as they were in the first half in the last two games. It's worked up now, and Fragapane, if not for an intervention from Araujo, was sizing up an opportunity. Still low on the edge of the Galaxy penalty area, supported by Reynoso, who drops that shoulder, supported now by Metania. Minnesota will recycle. Reynoso with the flag down, operating the right-hand side of the box. Here's Fragapane, his countryman. Wide to the right-hand side for Roman Metania. Fires it across the late run from Trapp as he tries to flick. Here's the left fullback, Gasper, who sends it through to Ethan Finley, who's drifted over to this left-hand side. Finley, the former Columbus crewman, joining the Minnesota fray back in 2018. He's been a useful winger, industrious, good two-way player. But the Galaxy chasing once again, and it's been a frequent occurrence. Koulibaly. Steris. Good ball forward for Grossier. Not a lot of pressure out of the back from Minnesota. And why not? They're comfortable with that two-goal lead. Sebastian Lletget operating on the left-hand side, supported by Samuel Grossier, the former Monaco man. His first year with LA. Grossier finds some space, puts it on that right, cuts it back with his left, squares it for Kleshtin, who tries to slip it through for Jovic. Intercepted nicely by Dibasi. And it goes down the line for the hard-charging Ethan Finley, and out for a Minnesota United FC throw. Emmanuel Reynoso, the Argentine designated player, justifying his high price tag. Slow start to the campaign, had a wonderful 2020 season. And a good challenge on this left-hand side by the left fullback for LA, Nico Hamalainen. Hamalainen brought over on loan from Queens Park Rangers, now in his 6th appearance. He'll take a bit of a break to the recent international World Cup qualification duties for Finland. Didn't feature in any of the 3 qualifiers. He did feature in a friendly against the Republic of Ireland early this month. A little inauspicious for him as he did give away a penalty kick. Koulibaly to the right-hand side for Julian Araujo. All 11 behind it now for Minnesota. Does LA have the ingenuity to break down Minnesota? That is a massive question. Raveloson flicks it through. Lovely touch there from Jovic, who drops deep to find the game, but Raveloson cheaply gives it away, and another careless mistake from Los Angeles. And putting the team on the back foot. Here's Fragapane in a 1v1 with Kleshtin, who won out really well in his duel. Slips around Reynoso, supported by Julian Araujo, who plays it off the defender, and out. It will be a Galaxy throw here, 38 minutes in. Kleshtin is fouled by Chase Gasper. LA 5 games without a victory. Last time they won was on this very same field on August 14th. 3 consecutive draws away to LAFC, away to Colorado, and Wednesday night at home to Houston. Let's have them feeling a little bit more positive. They've been a little bit more resilient to find those goals. They may get it here. It's Joveljic, and a great save by Tyler Miller. First time we've seen Joveljic involved. He made a nice little run, peeled off his marker, and made that inside-out run and showed really well. Got goal sign as well, but once again, Tyler Miller coming up with the save. Hasn't had a heck of a lot to do tonight. Technically goes down as a save. The first save he's had to make. The Galaxy, whether or not that'll be a shot on target remains to be seen. It probably will go down as one, as it was just a delicate little chip. And the Galaxy now feeling a little stronger, a little more confident about themselves. Here's Leggett, supported by Grancier. Grancier dropping all the way back and losing out. So many times he's seen those individual battles won. Reynoso plays it into the path now for the on-rushing Ethan Finley. Marked up tightly by Hamalainen. Couple of step-overs from the winger. And it's Ethan Finley who calls his own number, tries to pick out that bottom far post corner. And that will go wide. They've been dangerous in transition tonight. And the Galaxy careless at times. It's a brilliant ball on that run there from Joveljic, played over by Sasha Kleshchin, who has such vision, is able to pick a pass. Good save, good alertness from Tyler Miller, the 28-year-old goalkeeper. So LA looking to build once again, but Kleshchin upended by Will Trapp, throw in for Los Angeles. 5 minutes to go until halftime. LA trailing by 2-0. Both strikes from Emmanuel Reynoso on the 4th and 20th minutes. Very impressive strikes from distance. Kleshchin. And here's Grancier operating at the top of the box. Hamalainen joins in from fullback. Just on the edge, the Minnesota penalty area. Grancier looking to combine, but couldn't find an understanding with Joveljic. Ravelicid arrives late. His first touch lets him down. He's left a hole at the back now, and here come Minnesota attacking space. Reynoso pulling the strings before he's slowed by Ravelicid. And he'll slip, go to ground, and he will reach out and foul and hack down Ryan Ravelicid, and surely it's got to be a booking. Late tackle squarely on the ankles. The second time we've seen that tonight. The Galaxy well justified in their arguments from this commentator's position. A clear yellow card. Absolutely. And the second time we've seen referee Jair Marufo swallow his whistle. So Koulibaly over for Julian Araujo. Leggett. Be able to sneak one before halftime, and it could really change and turn this game on its head if they could do so. Leggett. Koulibaly, pink boots and all. Squares it for his fullback, Hamalainen. Back-to-back starts for the LA left fullback, Nico Hamalainen. Greg Vanny wants competition for spots. He's certainly got it at left fullback, as Jorge Villafana was virtually ever present, the Iron Man at left fullback, until the arrival of Hamalainen. Koulibaly. Leggett. Not much penetration here from Los Angeles. It's got to be better. Kleshchin now gets the overlap wide on the right-hand side, and here is Julian Araujo. He's got Joveljic waiting in the penalty area. Just hindered enough to give it away. Chase Gasper now makes the clearance. Minnesota pinned in the late stages of half number one. LA desperate to claw one back. What a coup it would be. I'd love to have the deficit at halftime. Here's Ravelicid for Hamalainen. It's an inside channel run. Lovely layout for Joveljic. This is better. Wide for Grancier. Flag is down. They'll cut it back on the right-hand side, but Grancier's ball easily caught on the cross by Minnesota goalkeeper Tyler Miller. Ross here has been one of the more dangerous players for the Galaxy, but it's a pretty low bar right now. Haven't posed much menace, haven't created clear-cut chances in the first 45 minutes. It has got to get better. Minnesota, remember, have never beaten LA in 8 previous meetings, including the playoffs. These two met in the first round in 2019, and the Galaxy winning here 2-1 on that day. Sebastian Lletget, Jonathan Dos Santos on target in the second half. Araujo plays it for Sasha Kljestan. His first touch just lets him down, and Dibasi steers it to safety. Throw it deep inside Minnesota's defensive third right now. Concentration paramount. Here's Kevin Cabral. The goal scorer last month, Raveloson. Wide to the right, this is Araujo. It's got some width. Dibasi cuts out the cross, which was low, and calmly played out of his own penalty area by Ozzy Alonso. It's broken now. Raveloson plays it up. Joveljic just took a touch too long and allowed the defense to collapse around him. It was a good win by Raveloson, who stepped up to win it and played it on for the Serb. Couldn't quite get the turn with his back to goal. And Voxel, as well as Dibasi, have been on total lockdown in the heart of that Minnesota defense so far. Touch just got away from him as his momentum carried him over the ball. Joveljic couldn't recover in time, and Voxel able to make the clearance. Here's Ludd trying to flick it over the shoulder of Koulibaly, well defended by the Galaxy's French central defender. Raveloson takes over possession at the halfway line, finds Cabral, who's drifted centrally now. He's got some options wide to the right. Here's Sebastian Lletget, has Araujo on the overlap. He joins in, space for Lletget, blocked by Chase Gasper. The Galaxy probing on the edge of the box. Raveloson plays it up. Lletget is onside in a 2v2 with Julian Araujo joining in now. Question arrives. 2 minutes of stoppage time will be added on here at the end of the first half. It's Araujo. Find that supply line is the question. And Kljestan just gives it away. Careless. We've seen that too many times tonight. And now an opportunity for Minnesota to break off the giveaway. They've left it wide to the left. And Ludd will play it. Good movement from Fragapane, who cuts it back. Still Fragapane fires one off and took a deflection on the way in. Might have taken a deflection off the hand. It was Reynoso who applied lace to leather, safely into the gloves, nevertheless, of Jonathan Klinsmann. And upon further review, that could have been a handball. They deemed that Koulibaly was virtually in silhouette with his body. Didn't make himself bigger to take it, and that's one of the new criteria for a handball these days. Here's Ross here at stoppage time. Araujo, good ball across, it's on, right in front of the face of goal. It was Cabral who couldn't control it. It was slightly behind the freshman. The Galaxy with their best move of the night. Questions of a handball, and Koulibaly had wrapped it around, so upon further review, it would have been very harsh. The Galaxy knocking on the door, however. Sasha Kljestan pings one for Hamalainen, who hits it first time off the head. He'll need some support. Hamalainen's done well in a 1v1 against Metzanier. Referee spotting something away from it, so we'll call it back. Metzanier perhaps bailed out. Greg Vanny didn't like the call, and neither did Nico Hamalainen. Coming up at halftime, I'll get you caught up on all the other scores around Major League Soccer. 7 other games taking place. Relive some of the best moments of the first half, and of course, stats, all that more coming up at the break on the halftime show. That's going to do it. 45 minutes are in the books, and it's the Emmanuel Reynoso show as the Argentine with the brace here on the 4th and 20th minute. It's the only thing separating these two. Halftime in Minnesota. It's the Loons 2, Galaxy 0.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Don't let the thrill stop when the game ends. Your official LA Galaxy after party is at SoCal's most thrilling casino, San Manuel. Join us for a chance to win a share of millions in prizes all September long, including a 2021 Lexus LC convertible and up to $100,000 in cash every Thursday at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and 9 p.m. Earn entries using your Club Serrano card each time you play, and you could be one of our weekly grand prize winners. Fall into September with a big win and thrilling jackpots, only at San Manuel Casino. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
And welcome back. It is halftime here on Galaxy Radio. Great to have you along with us, but great is not a way I would characterize this first 45 minutes of play from the Galaxy. They came out flat, a little bit casual once again, and caught by Emmanuel Reynoso on the 4th minute. Reynoso then doubling it up with a spectacular strike outside of the box to make it 2-0. That is where we stand here as we get set for the start of the second half. Now, this, of course, one of 8 games taking place today on the MLS schedule on Saturday. Earlier this afternoon, Atlanta United continued their renaissance under new head coach Gonzalo Pineda. 3-2 survivors over DC United, who got 2 late goals, but George Bello, Joseph Martinez, and Ezequiel Barco on target for Atlanta United, and the Five Stripes take all 3 points. It's nearly full time in New England, where the Revolution are battling it out in a 1-1 draw against the Columbus Crew. It was Buxa on target just past the hour mark, but 6 minutes later, Gyasi Zardes with the equalizing goal. It goes into stoppage time, knotted up at 1 apiece. FC Cincinnati on the hour mark, losing 2-1 right now to NYFC FC. Brenner got them off and running on the 4th minute, but goals in the first half from Parks, in the second half on a penalty kick from Castellanos has NYCFC looking good midway through the second half. Toronto 1, Nashville 0. Schaffelberg on target 18 minutes after kickoff. That an upset in the making. Austin 3, San Jose 1. First half stoppage time. Drusi, Gallagher, and Ring on target. Lopez hit one 17 minutes after kickoff to equalize, but Gallagher and Ring giving them a 3-1 advantage as we head in towards the late stages of the half number 1 there. It will be Houston at home to FC Dallas and Real Salt Lake hosting Seattle a little bit later this evening. Halftime here, Minnesota United 2, LA 0. Stay with us. I'll have analysis and stats next.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Don't let the thrill stop when the game ends. Your official LA Galaxy after party is at SoCal's most thrilling casino, San Manuel. Join us for a chance to win a share of millions in prizes all September long, including a 2021 Lexus LC convertible and up to $100,000 in cash every Thursday at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and 9 p.m. Earn entries using your club's Orano card each time you play, and you could be one of our weekly grand prize winners. Fall into September with a big win and thrilling jackpots. Only at San Manuel Casino. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors, and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
Welcome back. It's halftime on match day 25 for the LA Galaxy, but not happy going right now in Minnesota. It's Minnesota United FC up 2-0 thanks to 2 first-half strikes from Emmanuel Reynoso. Great to have you along. I'm Christian Miles. Let's take a look back at some of the stats here, break down the numbers for you. In terms of possession, the Galaxy actually had the much better of it, nearly 60% of it. In fact, to be exact, 58% to 42% for Minnesota United. But what the Galaxy have done with the ball has not been that impressive. Only mustering up 4 shots, and only one of those on target, and that was that delicate little chip from Joveljic that was easily held by Tyler Miller. On the other side of the coin, Minnesota United pretty efficient right now. It's 2 of those opportunities that they put on target right in the back of the net, and both from the same man, Emmanuel Reynoso. 3 block shots for the Loons, 2 for LA Galaxy. In terms of corner kicks, 1 apiece. No first half bookings to report for both of these 2, even though LA was justified in seeing one awarded as 2 players were brought down in menacing fashion. But Minnesota able to escape those bookings and not allowed for the goalkeepers to do, despite being beaten twice today. Jonathan Klinsmann has not been called into action to make a save, and as I mentioned, just the 1 save in the first half for Minnesota's Tyler Miller. So plenty of room for improvement. I'm sure Greg Vanney is not pleased in which the possession game has gone about. While they have had about 58% of the ball, it's been careless, too many giveaways. The Galaxy, therefore putting themselves on the back foot, looking very vulnerable in transition. They have got to tighten up the ship. They want to get themselves back into it and closing down the space. They just have to want it more. Urgency, the order of the day. All right, time for us to step aside. When we return, we get down to business once again. Second half kickoff. LA away to Minnesota. The final 45 is next.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Don't let the thrill stop when the game ends. Your official LA Galaxy after party is at SoCal's most thrilling casino, San Manuel. Join us for a chance to win a share of millions in prizes all September long, including a 2021 Lexus LC convertible and up to $100,000 in cash every Thursday at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and 9 p.m. Earn entries using your Club Serrano card each time you play, and you could be one of our weekly grand prize winners. Fall into September with a big win and thrilling jackpots. Only at San Manuel Casino. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
And welcome back to Galaxy Radio as we get set to embark on the second half. The Galaxy trailing 2-0. Minnesota United up for the fight. A little more urgency, a little bit more desire. First to the balls. Emmanuel Reynoso with 2 quality strikes in the first half, 16 minutes apart. And so far, so good for Minnesota United, who have really dominated in the match, in the places where it is counted. Yes, the Galaxy have had the better possession. The Galaxy have had perhaps more time on the ball and have asked the questions, but in terms of decisive, clear-cut chances created, you'd have to take your hat off to this Minnesota United team. They've been able to take advantage of some careless possession at times and put themselves really in dangerous positions, getting forward in transition and wreaking havoc amongst the Galaxy defense. So that's where we stand. The Galaxy coming right back out, the first team out here at halftime. We'll see what Greg Vanney had said to them. From the looks of his body language, he is none too pleased. He called for greater urgency, more desire to start this one. That is not what he got, as he found his team down by 2 goals inside of 20 minutes. So now the onus upon their shoulders. The Galaxy trying to buck a current trend. They've only taken victory once in previous 10 games when they've conceded first. So the second half underway. Galaxy start us off in possession. And it'll go back to Sega Koulibaly. Great to have you along here on Galaxy Radio. I'm Christian Miles. Bring you all the action from the Allianz Arena here in beautiful Minneapolis, Minnesota. Here's Koulibaly, gives it away, and that trend continues. Only too happy to oblige is Fragapane, who had the assist on the second Reynoso goal. And here is the Argentine, a bundle of energy, as his manager describes him. Fragapane now supported on this left-hand side by Ozzy Alonso, and the Galaxy able to break it up. Virtually non-existent on the counter-attack. It's been slow and plodding side to side. Not much penetration in terms of that possession. And if you want to look for a cliche to explain it, possession with a purpose, which was lacking. So we'll see if it improves. The Galaxy trying to improve upon an away record and see them win 4 times, lose 4 times, and come up with 3 draws in their 11 games on their travels. 15 points from, of course, their matches taken away from Carson this year. 15 of 33 on offer. Not overly impressive, but still good enough for 5th best in Major League Soccer in terms of points taken away from home. Remember, not every team has played the same amount of games, but it opens up now. Cabral plays Kleshchin inside the final third. Kleshchin on the return from the Frenchman, who tries to backheel. No one in support, and it's claimed by Minnesota's Chase Gasper. He locates Fragapane wide on this left-hand side, and Reynoso is chopped down by Koulibaly. Adrian Heath visibly upset on the edge of his penalty area, but the Galaxy giving it as much as they have taken it. A few questionable challenges in the first half from Minnesota, unpunished by referee Jair Marufo. No cautions dealt. So a critical second half as the Galaxy looking for their first win in 6 games since last doing so here on August 14th on this very same ground. It's an entirely different story this time around. So Daniel Steres starting off. You wouldn't bet against the Galaxy being held goalless. Only 4 other opponents have done that this season. As Joveljic is clumsily bundled into that time by Michael Boxall. Boxall, a big 6'2" Kiwi, as they say, from New Zealand. He's actually called it for Tokyo 2020 in the New Zealand Olympic team, but didn't make it due to injury. Boxall just shouldering off Joveljic, and not much attempt to play the ball, but the Loons have it back, and here they come, the men in baby blue, on an outside run from Finley, who bounces off a challenge from Daniel Steres. A throw-in now inside the Galaxy half on the far side for Minnesota United, who are in control and in the driver's seat. Boxall all the way back to midfield now for his right fullback, Romain Métanire. And Ozzy Alonso will send it back to his goalkeeper, Tyler Miller. Made over 60 appearances for LAFC in his first 2 seasons. In fact, the club's first 2 seasons of existence. Galaxy get it back, though. Jonathan Klinsmann, high pressure now. Steres playing out for Nico Hamalainen. This Grossier's dropped very, very deep, as has Ravelisson. They've had to find the game. And here's the Malagasy international, Ravelisson. Switches the point of attack. Near side for Sasha Kleshchin, operating on the right. Araujo trying to slip around Gasper. Been a quiet night for Julian Araujo. And Minnesota able to win it back behind Trapp. Ludd, good play. He's been praised particularly for his ability to hold up play with his back to goal by his head coach, Adrian Heath. The flag has stayed down for the Big Finn. 6 goals so far this season. He's their top goal scorer up top. As I mentioned, not an out-and-out number 9. But a versatile Swiss Army knife, of course, up top. Can play a variety of roles in attack. And he's filled them all well. Here's Gasper trying to make some inroads down this left-hand side, and it was a thunderous challenge from Julian Araujo, and he'll be booked for it. So Julian will receive his 5th yellow card of the campaign. Araujo with no argument whatsoever either. It was Chase Gasper coming in, and it was Araujo. Came in, his studs up. He's got to be careful. He came in a little high there. Didn't catch Gasper, but that could have been catastrophic for the Minnesota fullback. So Araujo cautioned. Played more minutes in outfield than any other Galaxy player so far this season. Here's Fragapane. Operating on the edge, puts in a teasing ball. Dispatched by Koulibaly only as far as Reynoso, who puts in the cross, far post. Headed across the face of goal where Boxall was waiting, but the Galaxy come away with it now. And Los Angeles looking to break. Wide to the left-hand side. Cabral feeds Samuel Grandsir. He's got an overlap from Seba Lletget. Lletget 5 minutes into this second half. Pulls it back, sends it right in, but his cross met by Dibasi. Kleshtin now will recycle it. Hämäläinen now for Lletget. 6 minutes into the second half, the Galaxy trailing 2-0. Grandsir thought about the shot. He's closed down by Boxall. He'll defer now to Julian Araujo, who's drifted centrally. And to angle one in, and the Galaxy just lacking the imagination in that final third. Got to have greater creativity. Sebastian Lletget trying to play it through. It's in for Cabral. The touch is there, and so too is Tyler Miller. Lost track of it, but recovered. A penetrating run of direct nature from Los Angeles, but it's upended by the Minnesota United goalkeeper. With a man down, appears Grandsir still nursing that slight injury as he grabs it right ankle. The Galaxy play forward. They're not obligated to stop play. Of course, the directive, which has been in place for many a year now, play that referees whistled. The referee never ordered play stopped. Minnesota nearly victimized, but survived yet another scare. Haven't seen much tonight for Tyler Miller. Called into action on rare occasion, and now coming up with save number 2. Here's Ozzy Alonso now with the Loons in possession. Will Trapp, the 28-year-old. All those years in Columbus playing for Greg Berhalter for 7 seasons. Not all of them with Berhalter, and then moving on for a one-year cameo for Inter Miami before signing with Minnesota at the beginning of the season. Been a vital cog in the center of the park, as too is this man, his counterpart, Raveloson. Quick on the free kick, just past the midfield line. The Galaxy back into their own half. Here's Koulibaly, pressured by Reynoso. Nicely exited by the French defender, and Hämäläinen locates Kevin Cabral. This is Seba Lletget. Galaxy inside the Minnesota half. A lot of soccer remaining to be played, but Métanire gets a foot in now and wins it back on Minnesota's behalf. Trapp loses out, and he's won the free kick for Minnesota. Soccer fans, the Galaxy stretch run plan is now available for all fans. Be here to witness all the biggest matches as your LA Galaxy look to claim home field advantage for the 2021 MLS Cup playoffs. The stretch run includes special rates for remaining regular season games. For more information, email ticketplans@lagalaxy.com or visit lagalaxy.com/tickets today. 54th minute. LA still chasing it. They fire in this early cross over the head of Cabral and out. A little too much power that time from Nico Hämäläinen. Had a real impressive first half. Had a good, impressive first half as well on Wednesday night against Houston. Made some attacking forays forward. A little bit more subdued in the final 45 minutes against the Dynamo. So Chase Gasper with the throw. Intercepting is Julian Araujo, but the second ball won by Minnesota now, and they look to break. Métanire trying to play it early. Good coverage back there from Raveloson. The touch out for the keeper, and Klinsmann did really well. He had to be alert. I'll tell you what, it's so comfortable with his ball, with the ball at his feet. Much more so than you see with Jonathan Bond. Métanire now off to the races down the right. He's chopped down by Sebastian Lletget. It comes off of the Minnesota defender and out. It will be a goal kick for Jonathan Klinsmann. Métanire's ball played up. Raveloson left it for Jonathan Klinsmann, who came all the way to the edge of his penalty area, made a similar type of intervention on Wednesday night. Galaxy, though, cough it up inside their own half. They can ill afford to do that. Fragapane is in, and it's Franco Fragapane. Good recovery defensively, however, from Sega Koulibaly to shield it out of play. It all started from that giveaway at the back. It was something we've just seen too much of tonight. It's got to get better. So Julian Araujo takes over 10 minutes into the second half. Wide to the left-hand side, and here it comes once again for Cabral, who's had a virtual free roll this evening. Sega Koulibaly. The Galaxy hunting for their first win in 6. Can't take some slight encouragement, and they are 3 games unbeaten and 3 games unbeaten on their travels. Araujo, speculative ball. Jovalic couldn't quite bring it down as his first touch let him down. Here's Araujo helping it forward, knocking it for Samy Grand-Cyr, who's drifted over to this right-hand side. And the French winger picking out Araujo, operating on the edge of the box. Kleshchin turns, tries to reverse one in for Kevin Cabral, but it's seen to by the Minnesota defense and picked up by Romain Métanire at right fullback. Locates Ethan Finley. High pressure from LA. Kleshchin slides in, but Minnesota keep it back to Bakaye Dibassy. And now for Franco Fragapane. A feisty Argentine winger. He had a hand in the second goal, setting it up for his countryman Emmanuel Reynoso, who's back with a bang this evening. Good build-up play. It's offside against the Loons. Free kick for LA. Galaxy fans, catch the biggest match of the year as your Galaxy take on LAFC with a special celebration for LA Galaxy and U.S. men's national team legend Landon Donovan. Be here at Dignity Hill Sports Park to witness the once-in-a-lifetime moment in soccer history coming up on Sunday, October 3rd at 5 p.m. Visit lagalaxy.com/tickets to secure your seats today. Substitution, first of the evening, 58th minute. Chicharito Hernandez has come on to replace Kevin Cabral. And it will be Jonathan Dos Santos stepping on as well, taking over the captain's armband. So the 2 Mexico internationals come in. Sasha Kleshchin goes off. And Greg Vanny offering some instruction for Samy Grand-Cyr. It'll be a triple switch now, and it'll be a change of tactic. Victor Vasquez, the attacking midfielder, replacing central defender Sega Koulibaly. And this will see a change of shape as it looks as though Ryan Raveloson will drop in amongst a 3-back central defender setup. So Vasquez for Koulibaly, Chicharito for Kevin Cabral, and Jonathan Dos Santos for Sasha Kleshchin. 3 of the 5 substitutes utilized simultaneously. Will it have the desired effect? Something has to change for LA, but Chicha's first touch, careless, gives it away. Composure under the pressure from Chicha by Ozzy Alonso. LA have really been much more dogged here in the second half. First to the first balls and winning the second. And trying to keep those moments of possession inside that Minnesota half. Here's Jonathan Dos Santos, who's stepped in as the number 6 as Raveloson drops back into that central defensive role. Here's Daniel Steres now. Is Minnesota content to absorb this pressure? Jovalic. We'll see a 2-forward setup right now for LA, like we saw in the second half against Houston. Jovalic partnering Chicharito Hernandez, and those two linking up for the equalizer. Really had a great understanding. Good movement here. Vasquez. Victor Vasquez sends one into the side netting just on the edge of the box. Holds up his hand. Had plenty of other options available, but called his own number. Brilliant run from Samy Grand-Cyr, who nutmegs the defender, and Vasquez had a real tough angle. As Miller had a good read on it. So Victor Vasquez back on, the former La Masia youth product, who came through that class of 87 with Leo Messi, Cesc Fabregas, and Gerard Piqué. Not bad company. 5 years with Barcelona, various loan stints as well. Never really featured prominently in the first team. And of course played for Greg Vanny, part of that team that won the treble back in 2017. But now the current incarnation up against it. Our Marc Grandcir has an option, far side. The cross is cut out by Métanire inside his own penalty box and chased down by Ethan Finlay. Jonathan Dos Santos second best, but fouled by Robin Lod. Free kick now for LA. So some tweaks now. We'll see if it pays off. Change of tactic from Greg Vanny. Jonathan Dos Santos now making his 4th substitute appearance of the season. Wasn't too impressive for him on Wednesday night, but Vasquez, the other substitute, having an immediate effect now. Hamalainen wide, they've got a target. Out comes Miller, collides with Dibassi, and the ball is loose inside the penalty box. The Galaxy get it 20 yards away from goal, and a hard-charging Grandcir is onside, whips off a cross, but overhits it and out of play. Disappointing in the end. So Miller colliding, getting his lines crossed with Dibassi, coming up the worse for wear. It's a good ball floated across. Mai Hamalainen, goalkeeper got a touch to it. So Minnesota looking a little bit disorganized back there. LA looking to keep possession going. 63rd minute, trailing 2-0. Emmanuel Reynoso, the goal scorer tonight. Here's Jonathan Dos Santos, wearing the armband yet again. Now 31 years of age in the final year of his LA contract. Supposed to hold talks this month, but nothing has been announced. Here's Leggett, switches the point of attack wide to the right-hand side. Inside the final third, the return to Leggett intercepted by Ozzy Alonso. Minnesota, I tell you what, they defend really well. Tough to break down. Fragapane, when they have these early goals and can protect those leads, it suits them well. Reynoso hits the early cross, but too strong for Ethan Finlay, and it will come out for a Galaxy goal kick. Hey, soccer fans, LA Galaxy is excited to announce season tickets for the 2022 MLS season. They're now on sale. You can learn all about what it means to be part of the Galaxy by joining as an LA Galaxy season ticket member. Call 1-877-3-GALAXY. That's 342-5299, or just visit lagalaxy.com/since96 today. Direct ball for Chicharito Hernandez on the 64th minute. Too far out in front of the Mexico star. Chicha not featuring for El Tri in now 2 years after being left out of the most recent Mexico World Cup qualification teams. But he's been sidelined with injury for the last 2 months, and until his happy return. Here's some width on this left-hand side. Joveljic shouldered off of it. Chicharito making his comeback after 2 months out on Wednesday night in that starting role. Here's Joveljic, lovely play now, releasing Hamalainen. Hamalainen's cross, so much better build-up. Turning and firing straight one in is Sebastian Leggett. And here comes Minnesota looking to break. Reynoso loses out second best. The Galaxy get it right back. They just set up camp here in the second half, but still looking for those clear-cut chances. Who will go out and play for a goal kick for the busy Minnesota United goalkeeper, Tyler Miller. Jonathan Dos Santos. So many caps to his credit. 59 to be precise. Did feature in the most recent round of World Cup qualification. Also played a prominent role in the Gold Cup run as well. Mexico ultimately losing out to the United States in the final. Minnesota get it back here now, however. It's Ozzie Alonso picking out Fragapane, supported by the fullback, Chase Gasper, who enters the Galaxy half. Haven't had too many attacking forays here, but they've broken some lines. The flag has stayed down. It's Ethan Finley in a 1v1. It's Finley. He scores, converts. A check of the flag. It will stand. And Minnesota United out in front, 3-0. Against the run of play. This one will be checked. Will it count? Will the flag have stayed down, as ARs are instructed to do? So a quick look over. Finley holding his run up. The appeal for the offside. Tough to tell from our television replay angle. Everybody shouting. It's a delicate little ball floated up and over the top behind the Galaxy defense, and it was an expert finish, well placed by Ethan Finley. So it's being reviewed by the video assistant referee, Hilario Grajeda, before we kick off. And a huge moment this, because 3-0 could be nearly insurmountable for Los Angeles. And now the question is, was Finley in the offside position? Jorge Villafana, meanwhile, will check in. And the goal stands. So Finley with the strike on the 65th minute. And the Galaxy really up against it. Finley grabbing his second of the season. So Greg Vanney going straight to his bench during that goal celebration, bringing on Jorge Villafana to replace Hamalainen, who'd been hugely influential from his left-sided role defensively. So onside now, and Minnesota in the driver's seat. They look to kill this game off in search of clean sheet number 8 in their first ever win against LA. Fragapane would know where to go. Galaxy just haven't offered up enough going forward. Vasquez lays it forward before Joveljic is chopped down by Michael Boxall, who's getting dangerously close to a booking for persistent infringement. Question is, was he in the offside position? Gracier may have played him on. As we took another look at the goal. So we can't tell you, it's been reviewed and approved. It stands. Minnesota 3, LA 0. Reynoso on target twice, along with Ethan Finley. Playing on the shoulder and the last edge of the defense, and the Galaxy have a monumental task on their hands. If they're going to take anything positive, it may break for Joveljic, who's wrestled the ground. It breaks for Chicharito, however, but a lot of work to do, and he'll need some support. Squares it out in front. They let the dummy go behind Vasquez to set it up for the Serbian Joveljic, to no avail, though, and Minnesota rocked on their heels. Here's Ludd, who's brought down by Jonathan Dos Santos, and he's won the free kick. Galaxy still with just 2 shots on target. And all 3 shots on target have resulted in 3 goals for Minnesota United FC. Another switch, and we'll see the French designated player, Adrien Hunou, come on to replace Reynoso. Or will he? It will be Reynoso's shift over. So now it will be Hunou, who is their DP, and new signing from Rennes in France, where earlier in his career he was actually teammates with LA Galaxy player Sega Koulibaly. And a big round of applause for Minnesota United FC, star of the night, Emmanuel Reynoso. Lud off as well. Ja'Cory Hayes coming on for Lud. So a bit of a shift now as they look to shut up shop. That's a defensive move. So Ja'Cory Hayes coming on. The American midfielder providing the steal now. They played it forward. It's the touch over. Play back from Hunu. Finley fires just wide. It caught the Galaxy napping once again. Referee looking to his assistant, and it looked as though he was in the offside position. Clearly the case. Hunu, who just come on, made the right decision, but was clearly offside. So even if it had gone, it would have been disallowed. The substitutes for Minnesota with immediate effect. So the Galaxy looking to build. Vasquez releasing Villafana, who came in moments ago. Good looking cross. Joveljic couldn't wrap his foot around it. Not enough polish in front of goal that time. And the game becomes a little bit stretched as the Galaxy go in search of that first goal of the evening. So throw in now for Minnesota United FC. LA able to win it back thanks to Jonathan Dos Santos. Galaxy in danger of now moving to 6 games without a victory unless something massive changes. From guessed upon by the way the last 72 minutes have unfolded, doesn't look as though that's going to be the case. A team that has been held goalless on 4 occasions throughout 2021. Steris now squares Leggett, the Galaxy pedestrian tonight. Julian Araujo leaves it wide. Leggett, lovely opening of the hips on this right-hand side. Here's Graal Sears, closed down. Minnesota really defending well with a good work rate this evening, closing down space, flooding the midfield now with 5. They play a penetrating ball in. It's on for Joveljic, but he's shouldered off of it by Dibasi, and out comes Tyler Miller to claim. Well defended. Dibasi used his strength to very good effect, just shouldered off Dejan Joveljic. No doubt about it. This really suits the strengths of this Minnesota United team. Team that's had some pretty poor run of form. Just 1 win in their last 6. Back-to-back defeats to Sporting and Seattle. Will they right the ship? That remains to be seen. Villafana squeezes off the cross. That's what's required when you go to that 2-forward setup. Get it wide and send those crosses in. They get it from Villafana. Chicharito continues to ply his trade forward with the orange boots on, but loses out. Araujo comes in to keep possession alive. The Galaxy desperately needs something positive. Dos Santos for Daniel Steris, who's been a part of this setup going all the way back to 2017. Dos Santos slides one forward for Seba Leggett. The U.S. men's national team international has had some really good performances for Greg Berhalter's men. Came on as a substitute in the second half on Wednesday night. Had a goal for the U.S. in that 4-1 romp over Honduras in San Pedro Sula on September 8th. Meanwhile, the Galaxy, as we head into the final quarter of an hour, up against it at the Allianz. Graal Sears wheels around on the right-hand side, comes back centrally, finds Victor Vasquez about 25 yards away from goal, serves in a rather ordinary ball, easily dealt with by this Minnesota back line. Only conceded, as I mentioned, on 29 occasions. Decent defensive record that ranks his 9th best coming into today in Major League Soccer. Joveljic trying to put a dent in that. Vasquez serves one up over the head of Grosseer. Took a deflection off of Gasper and out. The Galaxy will have a corner kick. Haven't had too many of those this evening. Just their second of the night. So perhaps this is where they can flourish. The Galaxy looking to draw blood from the corner kick, where they've scored 3 times this season. Sebelejet to take it on this near right-hand side. Vasquez, it rose magnificently, but heads it down and off of his teammate and out of play. And it will be a goal kick for Tyler Miller as Vasquez pleads his case with referee Jair Marufo. So a goal kick now for Minnesota United, closing in on victory number 9. What appears to be their first ever against LA. They've had this monkey on their back. They've come close so many times. They were the better team, to be quite frank with you, last month. Created many more chances. Spirited possession, but it was Jonathan Klinsmann who had the match of his career so far with 7 big saves with the clean sheet in his 2021 debut. Grosseer down, looking to build something positive. Here's Jonathan Dos Santos for Ryan Raveloson. The Galaxy is just slightly lethargic, a step slow, disjointed. Jonathan Dos Santos, Chicharito Hernandez trying to play it into the path for Sebastian Lletget. Minnesota failed to clear their lines. Dibasi sits up. Lletget inside the penalty area. Waits for the support of Araujo. Leaves it for him, and it's poked away by Gasper, who took a shot to the face. And it's Ozzy Alonso, rather, who hits the deck. And it was Araujo who just left his arm up, and Jair Marufo thinks about disciplinary measures now. Joe Rosales coming in. The 3rd substitution tonight. Well, it was Julian Araujo just leaving that left elbow out. So Rosales will come in, and out goes Franco Fragapane. Still has 2 more substitutions available and 1 more window to do it for Adrian Heath. Joe Rosales, the new Honduran winger, in his MLS debut, coming on as a substitute Wednesday away to Sporting, playing 32 minutes. Now making his home debut. Galaxy leaving it precarious at the back under some high pressure now. Jonathan Klinsmann, the goalkeeper. Closed down. Araujo for Victor Vasquez, who fires a long diagonal to the opposite side where Villafana arrives and hits it first time for Joveljic, but not too far out in front in food and drink for a defender of Michael Boxall's quality. And the Galaxy muster up something positive. Now it's not just about a result, which looks to be a bridge too far, but about striking a blow for positive morale's sake. But they're careless in possession. Once again through the center now. Here's Rosales, who just came on. Honduran winger. Will be matched up on that left-hand side with Julian Araujo. So a throw in now, and we'll see another substitution. So the Galaxy are bringing on little-used Oniel Fisher. He will get a run out. Haven't seen too much of him lately. Last time he made an appearance was back on the 28th as a substitute in that 3-3 draw away to LAFC and El Tráfico, making a 6-minute cameo in replacement of Jonathan Dos Santos, so he comes on. And the Galaxy have used up all their substitutes. Dos Santos on the long switch. Villafana underneath it, supported by Victor Vasquez now. They need a divine moment of inspiration, and crosses like that, Vasquez just warming the gloves of Tyler Miller. Too serious for Miller to deal with tonight, as Minnesota gets set to make another change. They are more than happy about this one here in front of the wonder wall. Back to the other end we go, and it's Jonathan Klinsmann who comes to the edge of his box. Adrian Heath seeing his team give up 63% of the ball. The Galaxy have bossed it in that department. They've had little to show for it. Jonathan Dos Santos. Seba Leggett now. Galaxy trying to get it together. Jonathan Dos Santos gliding through the midfield, upended by Rosales, where he's brought down. Free kick for LA, and it'll be a booking, I believe, against Rosales. Incredibly, the first man caution for Minnesota this evening. First touch took him right past Ja'Cory Hayes, rather. So it'll be Hayes with the booking. And Brett Kallman, the long servant to Minnesota United, coming on for Ethan Finley in a defensive move. This will be the final substitution, the fourth. Remember, only 3 windows to do it in the second half. No changes made at halftime. Hunu and Hayes brought on, along with Rosales in the prior 2 windows, and now Finley off. And on comes Brent Kallman. And Kallman, of course, part of the setup for so many years. Minnesota, he's a local kid. Went to Creighton, and part of the Minnesota United setup going back to the old days in 2013, 4 years before they entered Major League Soccer. Spent some time at El Paso Locomotive last year in the USL on loan. But he's been useful off the bench and can play in a central defensive role, trying to protect his clean sheet. It's Gasper shouldering off Julian Araujo. By the way, Samuel Grandsir, the man sacrificed for LA, as Fisher came on. So neither manager able to make any more switches. As we ride out the final 7 minutes plus added on time, it's all Minnesota tonight. The Galaxy in the previous 7 regular season meetings had taken 5 wins and drew twice. It doesn't include that playoff win in 2019 in the first round when LA won in Minnesota 2-1. Galaxy had won 4 of the last 5 as well, so they fancy their chances, but Minnesota perhaps just do. Meanwhile, LA right back on the front foot here. Dos Santos finds its way to Villafana, takes a deflection. Here's Chicharito Hernandez. His first touch, a little clumsy. Leggett has some space, he's closed. A lot of blue shirts in the penalty box. As O'Neal Fisher gets his first touch, fires in the cross. Rising is Kallman. And now a chance for the Minnesotans to break. Hayes wide for Rosales. Minnesota in no big hurry now. Rosales has that youthful exuberance to him. A young 20-year-old, part of the under-23 setup as well for Honduras. No way for him to go. They are happy to have him. LA once again right back to work. Near side, Fisher, who's taking up a role on the right-hand side. Into the final third he goes. Leggett fires off the cross, and once again Kallman intervening. Julian Araujo for O'Neal Fisher. First-year man, long-time MLS veteran. Fisher, of course, previously with the Seattle Sounders. most recently with DC United the last 3 seasons. So back the other way they go now, and Jacahoriez has gotten goal side of Daniel Steres, who nudges him off of it. Good challenge from Steres, but it's going to be a corner kick awarded to Minnesota United FC. And the fans rise to their feet. A big night for them as they look to right the ship. 11 more games for them left on the campaign. They played it into space as the Galaxy forced to play up in search of anything positive. And it will be Rosales to take the corner on this near side on the 86th minute. Galaxy's conceding twice outside of the penalty box tonight. It's just the 3rd time that has happened this season. 36 of their 38 goals inside the penalty area. And also a different class this evening. Jonathan Dos Santos now. The Galaxy may start to think about what's ahead for them. Back to Jonathan Dos Santos. They'll work it out wide to Jorge Villafana. Galaxy getting set for a trip next week to Austin. And coming up next Sunday. And then returning to Real Salt Lake that following Wednesday. All of their games except one on the road for the month of September. Handball called against Minnesota's Will Trapp. Free kick for LA from about 27 yards away. Position dead center. So it could sit up for them. And it comes now. Loose ball played out in front. Joveljic turns, fires underneath it, and sends it high. And that's kind of symbolic of the way this day has gone for Los Angeles. Joveljic, quick to the second ball, but couldn't convert. For the 5 games on the road for the month of September. And it's not going to get easier. An El Tráfico clash to open up in October on the 3rd in Carson. The Galaxy just squandering their opportunities inside the penalty areas. There hasn't been a lot of space to work with. We'll have the post-game show coming up after this one. Take a look at some of the other scores around Major League Soccer, break down the best moments, plus our man of the match and our play of the game. All that more coming up on the LA Galaxy Radio post-game show next. Not going to be happy reading right now for the Galaxy. Jonathan Dos Santos now wide to the left-hand side for Steres. Not look dangerous in possession. Minnesota looking comfortable out of it. Araujo drifts inside, shouldered off by Joe Rosales, who plays it up quickly now for Adrien Hunou. And those French drumsticks stretched right now, trying to get in behind the defense. Not the paciest of players, Hunou, but he's got sublime technical skill and able to hold it up with his back to goal. Hunou in no big hurry. Gasper. As we head into the final minute, plus added on time. Gasper, I mentioned, the former UCLA Bruin, before moving on to Maryland to finish out his collegiate career. And then joining up his entire professional career here in Minnesota. He's really found a home. Remarkably consistent. It's a way to characterize this performance tonight. The early goal really helped for a team that, well, the calling card is their defense. Here's Trapp trying to play it forward. He's released. Hunou, the flag is down. Adrien Hunou spending that one just high in the final minute Frenchman looking for the breakthrough there, but couldn't quite get it. With 4 goals to his credit, but plays that one well high. Just lacked the necessary accuracy, the 27-year-old. So the Galaxy right back in possession, but just haven't been dangerous enough, and that's kind of the story. Near side for Julian Araujo. Flag has stayed down for the fullback. Good looking cross, but once again, perfectly positioned is Brent Kallman. Got his head underneath it now. The Galaxy needing some width. Hit and hope time. Leggett, Ravelison recirculates it to this left-hand side where Jorge Villafana is about 40 yards out. Daniel Steris now. All 11 behind it. 2 minutes will be added on. Dos Santos serves one up. It's just gobbled up by Dibasi. Mistake from Gasper. Julian Araujo leaves it up, and Chicharito thought about the overhead, was hindered slightly, and the save was routine from Tyler Miller. It'll go down as a save for the Minnesota United keeper. Even though he really hasn't had anything to do tonight. Galaxy have failed to ask the questions. It wasn't from a lack of trying either. Just didn't have it tonight. Hayes. And Trapp couldn't dig it out. Vasquez picks his pocket. Galaxy just trying to get one for cosmetic sake, perhaps. Leggett finds Araujo on this right-hand side. Dos Santos just hasn't been crisp, hasn't been quick enough. And that one cut out. Gets it back to Araujo. It bounces fortuitously to him. Leggett inside the box trying to find Joveljic. Chicharito joining in as well. And safely back to the feet of Rosales, who plays a smart ball forward for Adrian Ahunu. That's going to do it. It is full time in Minnesota. And Minnesota United FC make history with their first ever win over Los Angeles. The final, Minnesota United FC 3, LA 0. Stay with us. The postgame show is next.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy. Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Don't Don't let the thrill stop when the game ends. Your official LA Galaxy after party is at SoCal's most thrilling casino, San Manuel. Join us for a chance to win a share of millions in prizes all September long, including a 2021 Lexus LC convertible and up to $100,000 in cash every Thursday at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and 9 p.m. Earn entries using your Club Serrano card each time you play, and you could be one of our weekly grand prize winners. Fall into September with a big win and thrilling jackpots. Only at San Manuel Casino. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.
And welcome back to post-game show here on Galaxy Radio. Great to have you along. I'm Christian Miles. The Galaxy, not happy times for them. A winless run that now has gone to 6 games. Their 3-match unbeaten run after 3 consecutive draws ended tonight by a very good Minnesota United FC team that got 2 goals in the first half from Emmanuel Reynoso and a second-half strike from Ethan Finley on the 66th minute, and the Galaxy go down to defeat for the 9th time this season. Let's get you updated on some of the other scores in and around Major League Soccer. Earlier today, it was Atlanta United continuing their renaissance under Gonzalo Pineda. 3-2 victors over DC United. One of these shock results earlier today, it had to be New England held at home by Columbus Crew. Buxa put New England and Bruce Arena out in front on the 62nd minute, but 6 minutes later, former Galaxy man Giassi Zardes coming in to the rescue for the Crew to salvage a share of the points. A big upset tonight as well. Toronto FC 2, Nashville 1. Omar Gonzalez with the winner 11 minutes from time as TFC trying to turn it around. Cincinnati losing by 2-1 at home to NYCFC. It was Keaton Parks and Castellanos on target for the visitors. We can tell you another score that's come in today, and a big one for LA. Well, the Galaxy seeing their counterparts. LAFC not in action, but Austin and San Jose in a dogfight, a match that is yet to be completed. It's 4-3, just past the 90-minute mark. San Jose 3 times coming back from a goal down in the Texas capital. And midway through the first half, it's Houston 2, FC Dallas 0. And it's Dorsey and Fafa Picault once again on target as Houston continues to turn things around. And midway through the first half in Utah, it's RSL 0, Seattle 0. Well, the Galaxy losing out, not the best of performances, and not much they can take from this one. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back to break it all down with our play of the game and our save of the game coming up next. Stay with us.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy. Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Don't let the thrill stop when the game ends. Your official LA Galaxy after party is at SoCal's most thrilling casino, San Manuel. Join us for a chance to win a share of millions in prizes all September long, including a 2021 Lexus LC convertible and up to $100,000 in cash every Thursday at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and 9 p.m. Earn entries using your club's Serrano card each time you play, and you could be one of our weekly grand prize winners. Fall into September with a big win and thrilling jackpots. Only at San Manuel Casino. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Welcome back. The dust has settled at the Allianz in Minnesota United. They are a happy bunch of campers. I will tell you that. 3-0 victors over the LA Galaxy, their first ever win over Los Angeles since coming into Major League Soccer in 2017. Emmanuel Reynoso, of course, a wonderful performance, and that will take us to our Herbalife Man of the Match. Herbalife, nutrition for a better life, but who else but Emmanuel Reynoso, given the time, given the space, and the Argentine bags one here in the 4th minute to set them off and running. They were able to get behind the ball and look dangerous on the counterattack. The Galaxy unable to control the space in front of their own penalty area, and a little too much space for Reynoso, who belted home an absolute gem on the 20th, and it was lights out from then forward. Early on in the second half, it was Ethan Finley against the run of play, getting one on the break as they get their third, and the Galaxy really didn't offer up much going forward. Once again, a little bit of a lethargic start, the exact kind of start that they wanted to avoid, but were unable to do so. And now it's a team that hasn't won in 6 games and are starting perhaps to lose their grip on that 4th position in the Western Conference. We shall see, but certainly plenty of room for improvement. Time now for our Spectrum Mobile Save of the Match. The save of the game is brought to you by Spectrum Mobile, the fastest growing mobile provider in the nation. And I have to say, as we look at the stats and break it down, in terms of possession, it was the Galaxy with 65% of the ball, but only 2 shots on target. And when we talk about our Spectrum Mobile Save of the game, folks, there really isn't much to talk about because Jonathan Klinsmann didn't make a save tonight, despite the fact that he was beaten on 3 occasions. You'd have to say Tyler Miller was useful in front of goal, but really didn't have much to do himself. The times that Galaxy pressed and found themselves often in that Minnesota penalty area, they didn't have the conviction, didn't have the cutting edge to test and work the goalkeeper. So not a lot that we can say in terms of the save of the match, brought to you by Spectrum Mobile. Of course, Spectrum Mobile, the fastest growing mobile provider in the nation. So the Galaxy won't take much heart from this. Alarm bells perhaps going off, and now some tough trips. They'll have 8 days to think about it as they get set for a visit to Austin next Sunday, and then the following Wednesday, a visit to Real Salt Lake. Indeed, as I mentioned, for their 5 games in the month of September away from home, the Galaxy have got to start picking up points right now, because as we check on the standings and the way it has fallen, nearly at completion here on Saturday, it's the Galaxy maintaining a tenuous hold on that 4th position, with the Portland Timbers now just 4 points behind them, but the Timbers have a game in hand. Minnesota United moved from 8th all the way up to 6th for the time being. However, that could change by the end of the night, as Houston and Real Salt Lake both in action here. Minnesota United now drawing within 4 points, moving level on points with the Portland Timbers on 24 games, also with a game in hand on the Galaxy. So LA will want to pick up steam want to forget about this one, a chance to go back home, train, work on what wasn't working, and really get into this team that needs to start better, needs more energy and more urgency because it was flat. And once again, for the third consecutive match, conceding that opening goal, which put Minnesota United in the driver's seat, and they took it all the way to the house for 3 goals and 3 big points. Well, that's going to do it for us. Thanks for joining us today here on Galaxy Radio. Once again, the final score, Minnesota United FC 3, LA Galaxy 0. On behalf of the entire crew with the Los Angeles Galaxy, this is Christian Miles saying good night.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
Tonight, Wingstop is upping the flavor of your cruise night in with Wingstop's Big Night In Bundle. 25 boneless wings, your choice of 3 craveable flavors and 3 delicious dips, all for just $16.99. Order tonight at wingstop.com at participating locations. Wingstop, the flavor of the LA Galaxy. Dignity Health is the official healthcare partner of the LA Galaxy, including Glendale Memorial, St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Across Dignity Health hospitals and care sites, the well-being of patients is always the priority. To learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy joints, you can visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Don't let the thrill stop when the game ends. Your official LA Galaxy after party is at SoCal's most thrilling casino, San Manuel. Join us for a chance to win a share of millions in prizes all September long, including a 2021 Lexus LC convertible and up to $100,000 in cash every Thursday at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., and 9 p.m. Earn entries using your club's Auto card each time you play, and you could be one of our weekly grand prize winners. Fall into September with a big win and thrilling jackpots, only at San Manuel Casino. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life.